Hey guys, girls, ladies and gentlemen, this is Stefan speaking to you once again. This is Chatbot Page Hacks, episode number 7. Always forget to count. Anyways, guys, this is episode number 7, and in this episode we're going to talk a little bit more about the automated messages function inside your page, your Facebook page, that is. Obviously, Clever Messenger, a chatbot creator, a marketing suite, has all of these bells and whistles that actually allow you to build up on those things I'm about to show you. But if you don't have a chatbot builder yet, you can actually do some very, very cool stuff with your messenger as well, right? So each and every Facebook page has an inbox, and you can actually set up automated messages, and you do not need an additional software for that. It actually allows you to do some stuff in the basics. However, if you want to have a little bit more power, I should say a lot more power, Clever Messenger is the way to go, and we actually offer those basic things. Or basically, let me explain where Clever Messenger comes in and actually takes it over from the Facebook side of things, okay? So this is your Facebook page. All you need to do is navigate to the inbox right there. I got it open right here, and then on the inbox on the left you have this section called automated responses. Now this opens up this page right here, and it has a couple of things I already opened. So you can actually greet customers, share info about your page, respond to feedback, communicate about jobs, or communicate about appointments. Yes, you can create appointments inside your messenger. You, if you have your job stuff open and you actually have applications set up on your Facebook page, you can actually have some cool stuff going on for that as well. You can respond to feedback. Very cool. This is something they did not open up the API yet, so this is something I really recommend you to set up right here after you watch this demo. You can greet customers and share info about your page. So let's just go over each and every option right here. So let's start from the top. We got greet customers. You can actually set up a away message. This is something I definitely do not propose doing if you have a chatbot set up, because a chatbot is always there. It's even there when you are asleep. It's working for you 24/7. So why would you put up an away message if that chatbot can actually distribute the people having issues to your support agents and actually answer 80% of those questions they may have, right? So why would you greet customers with an away message? I would definitely put that to off, but hey, perhaps you are different. Perhaps you have a different use case, then consider that you can actually add it. So when away messages are on, it can actually send an away message, and this is the message that it currently gives you. So here it says, "Hi Stefan, thanks for your message. We are not here right now, but we'll get back to you soon." If you can actually add it, you can actually set up an entire schedule. So for instance, let's say that you have a company, have a business that is open from 9 to 5, and you are not having any support staff or whatsoever on your Facebook page. You can simply set up a wait time from let's say 5 till the next day at 9, and the chatbot will always reply this message right here. Again, I do not understand why you would do that. A chatbot can actually answer questions 24/7 and can give those people more information regardless if your business is open or not, right? So something to consider. I do know that you do need a chatbot software like Clever Messenger. So let me just, yeah, there you go. And yeah, so this is something you need to consider. But again, if you don't have a chatbot software, it might be something you would like to use or at least discover. Now you can actually preview this in Messenger so that you can get an update from your page and see how it actually looks. You can actually enable instant reply. So once people reply or basically talk to your Facebook page, they instantly get a reply back got it to off right now. Let's move over to the share info about your page. So we got frequently asked questions. This is pretty cool. If we click on this right here, we can edit and we can actually add more questions. Now this does not work in conjunction yet with the Facebook Messenger API. They just secretly opened up something called icebreakers, and we are actually doing some research and development and see if we can actually add this in our app and make sure that these icebreakers, so let me just tell you, so if I do something right here like question, and the automated response will be this, we are actually looking for something to see if it's possible that once people ask, this is basically like a glorified quick reply, right? So there's a question and people can simply click or tap on that ask button and it will ask the question. You can actually add attachments or buttons on the automated response. Now we are actually just, trying to see if we are able to automate this. We can actually have this already inside Messenger, which is pretty cool. But then once they click on that button, we can send them in a specific flow. So that's something that's possible where they didn't officially launch it yet, but we did see it coming up in their API doc. So this is something we're going to take a look at. But yeah, so what you can do with this particular option in the automated responses tab is that, and you've probably seen this before when talking with other pages, is that once you open up their chat, or once it gets automatically opened, you can immediately see like 4 questions. Perhaps, when are your opening hours? What are you selling? What is your best selling item? Or etc. It doesn't really matter what those questions are, but there are usually 4 frequently asked questions that are right there on the conversation, and you can immediately click on that as a visitor, as someone that wants to chat and engage in a conversation. Now this is really cool because this allows you to do an automated response already. Now if we get things right here over at Clever Messenger, and I believe we are able to do so, just a little spoiler, you can not only have one automated response, but entire flows and really get people going right away into that entire conversation with your chatbot, right? So that's pretty neat. Again, if you do not have a chatbot software working for you, a software like Clever Messenger, then I strongly suggest that you set up these frequently asked questions. However, if you need more power, like for instance, we got something right here, which is the greeting text, the welcome message, the default reply. So if people open up the welcome message, basically the welcome message is the first thing they actually see after they click the get started button. So let's just pretend that a person has never heard from Clever Messenger before, and they are going to engage with our chatbot. All they need to do is basically click on get started right there. And this can be on Facebook itself, on messenger.com, or on a website widget, right? They click on get started and they're already a subscriber. After they clicked on it, they will see this welcome message. And the welcome message is something like the greet customers, but always is there. It's always on, it's always enabled, and it works and gets people right there into that conversation, trying to get more information from them, like their email address, their phone number, so that you can actually follow up with them through other channels as well. Pretty cool stuff. So let me just continue right here. Again, Clever Messenger does allow you to add way more jazz to your automated responses and really gets people by the hand and gets more data from them. And it's right here on the Facebook side of things. It's more or less more like an informative chatbot where you can set up a couple of responses for each question. You can set up one response. However, with Clever Messenger, you are able to do way more. You can set up multiple responses, a segment based on conditions. Let's say that they answered yes or no, that you can actually send them to a different direction inside your chatbot. Did they already see a specific question and you don't want to show that to them again? You can actually do so as well and hide that based on text. There's so much possibilities with a software like Clever Messenger right here. So anyways, this is the Chatbot Page Hacks series, and I do want to provide a lot of value and not constantly talk about how awesome Clever Messenger is, even though it is, right? So let me just go right here. This is the thing I actually mentioned at the start of this video that you should set up right away after watching this video. Why? Again, I do need to be completely transparent. If you have a review tab set up on your Facebook page, it actually has to do with that particular tab. So it says respond to feedback. Now, if you got that review tab, you already know what I'm talking about, but usually all those Facebook pages have a review tab where a person can either recommend the page, the service, or not recommend. And you're allowed to give some stars, a review, a testimonial, if you will, and send that to the Facebook page so that other people are aware of that service and what you actually think of it from a customer perspective. Now, what you can do with this particular thing is really, really cool. And this is something we don't have inside Clever Messenger yet. There's also no API hooks yet where we can hook in as a service, but do know that if this is possible and if this is going to be freed up for us, then we're definitely going to add this in because this is actually huge. Now, what can you do if someone does not recommend your page? You can actually send a message 10 minutes after someone did not recommend your page. And what you can do is trying to reconcile with that customer and see what actually went wrong in providing your service or your product to that customer, for example. See if you can provide a bonus to alleviate some of their pain. See if you can do a do-over and basically do a little bit more of your best so that you can actually try and see if you can make that bad review go away, right? So that's very important. So you can be quick to jump on the gun, so to speak. Before a lot of people actually see that bad review, you have a chance to actually rectify it and do a better job so that people leave a good review. Something to think about. Let me just switch that off right now because we are using a different system. Respond to feedback page recommended. Now, here's a cool one. What if people leave positive feedback? Does it stop there? No, it should not. Let's say a person actually likes your page. He gives you 5 stars, a really good review. Why would you stop there? Because these people are obviously very, very motivated to leave some good positive words about you and your brand. So why not ask for more, right? Why not ask for a video testimonial? Send them a link. For example, there's a video service called Video Ask where you can send them a link and they can quickly take out their phone and record a quick little testimonial video for you. Again, then you have something on video saying that your brand is great and you can actually repurpose that as an ad again. Something to think about. Let's say that you really want to solidify their business, the business you got with them. They just left a good testimonial. Why not send them something of value right there after leaving that thing, like a free gift, basically making you look more awesome? Why not do so? Do it just like that. Send that free gift and then ask them again for a testimonial, that video testimonial. They will be on the moon. I mean, I think that would really rock their socks, and I think that's something you need to consider doing as well. Very, very cool stuff. Yeah, and then we got communicate jobs, and then we have communicate about jobs, and communicate about appointments. Now, Facebook actually has a manage job section. So if you are going to set up job descriptions and people are going to apply via the job section on Facebook, you can actually send them a message via Messenger that says application received. Right, so people apply for that job, you set up this message, you can set up the entire thing, and even send some attachments and a button here as well. And then basically follow up with them on Messenger, and you have a continuous line of communication with them right there on Messenger. Pretty neat stuff, and then they are kept in the know 24/7 as well. Pretty cool. Then you have communicate about appointments. You actually have an ability to set up appointments inside Messenger as well. Right now, how this actually works, the API stuff is not really cleared out yet on the Facebook developer side of things. It's something we're waiting for to get more documentation on, so that we can see if we can actually manipulate this via a tool called Clever Messenger. However, right now, if you enable this inside your Facebook page, then if someone actually proposes a date and time, Facebook actually recognizes this from the conversation and tries to create an appointment from that. So you as an admin actually get a specific thing that you need to confirm that you actually want to send out that appointment proposal. Then the customer or the person you're actually having a chat with is going to have that specific thing shown on his screen as well, where he can actually approve or confirm that you are going to have an appointment. Then you can use these little guys right here, such as reminders and follow-up messages as well. So reminders are if the appointment is there and is made, or is created, I should say, then you can set up reminders, and you can do this inside Clever Messenger as well using the confirmed event update. So if you have an appointment set up, you can send reminders to remind them that that appointment is upcoming, right? So in the case of boosting webinar attendance, let's say that you have a webinar that's out 3 days from now. People subscribed via your chatbot to that webinar. You can actually send them messages using the confirmed event update each and every day till that webinar actually goes live and people will attend it. So that is done via the Clever Messenger side of things, where you use message tags. Without further ado, you can actually use something similar in the appointment section right here as well. With that said, I don't think that the appointment system currently developed by Facebook is the way to go. You got way better services that we actually work with as well, like let's say Calendly, Acuity. These are some third-party tools that actually allow you to schedule in appointments way better. And through integrations, webhooks or Zapier, you can actually use Clever Messenger and those services together as well, which gives you way more power in terms of control of your appointments. And then finally, but certainly not least, you have follow-up messages. So let's say that you have a sales call, and that appointment was about a sales call, and the person did not really know yet if he had the finances available to actually jump on your service or offer, right? Use those follow-up messages to see if you can have another call and see if you can actually have another appointment scheduled in, so that you can talk about that specific thing. You basically sold him on your service or product already, and if the issue was only a budget issue, you should definitely follow up and see if you guys can get to a deal thereafter, after that specific prospect has checked out if it's if the funds are there or not, right? With that said, I think that's it about the automated responses tab under inbox right there. So again, from your main page, from the admin perspective, you do not click on settings, but you click on inbox. Then on inbox, you will first see all your messages, and then you can click on automated responses right here on the left side, and it opens up all these things right here. Now, I switch everything to off. I disable each and every option because we got Clever Messenger running on our pages, so we don't have to use the basics right here, but actually run some really cool automations inside Clever Messenger we can actually forward to our subscribers, right? So that's basically it for this episode number 7 about the automated responses in chat. Let me know what you think about this video. Did you get some value out of it? Give me a thumbs up, subscribe to our YouTube channel. Make sure that you hit the bell icon as well, so that once we hit or release a new video, you get notified there as well. And yeah, let me know what you think. Thank you for watching this video. This was Stefan with Clever Messenger, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.